Cartoons we grew up with really have an effect on who we are. Nostalgia, as I've mentioned before, is a dangerous and powerful mistress. Kids don't have that nowadays. They usually watch things like YouTube or other on-service demands things, and collectively they don't have that thing they talk about. There won't be any more reminiscing, there won't be any more talking about, remember that show you watched? Because it's all everywhere, there's just nothing, everything's everywhere. And in the future I can't even imagine what the world's gonna be like. So, let's take a look at a cartoon I watched that also takes a look at the future. See how it works?
Phantom 2040 is an animated series based on a 1936 comic strip, also becoming a comic published by Marvel, and they got a feature film starring that one guy that tried to shoot Jack in the Titanic. You're a smug man, Mr. Hockley. It tells the story of the Phantom, a vigilante of justice who's protected the people for generations, and seems to look exactly like his ancestors who all share an affinity for the colour purple. In the dystopian future, a combination of wars and environmental disasters have left the world stripped of almost all ecological life. Blah blah blah, the rich are on top, and the poor people who are weird-looking weird people are on the bottom. The animation was impressive for the time, and can actually be quite dark. The story, not the animation. But like a lot of the shows of the time, it has aged interestingly. We're introduced to Kit Walker, the main protagonist and the eventual 24th Phantom. There's 24 Phantoms. He likes long walks through the streets, giving exposition-heavy monologues and playing his favourite VR video game. All he does is ride around on the first level. I don't really understand what possible relevance this would have. What are you, some kind of goddamn scrub?
The real excitement of the game is in the 10th level.
Yeah, Kit, that's where the real action is. The 10th. Not the 2nd or the 5th or the 8th. The 10th!
Not the jungle. That's for Neos.
Whoa! You can't just go around calling people Neos, okay? That's not what we do anymore. This isn't 2025.
There's also all the friendly futuristic TV tropes you could wish for. Hovering things? Check. Robots? Check. Machine that makes any combination of food you demand? Big ol' check. And of those three, I bet only 2 are being worked on right now, and I can bet you all of my credits it won't be the food one. Shame on you, Elon. Kit decides to go home and study instead of playing more games because he's too mega serious.
Too mega serious.
You know how to cut to the core of me.
At least his friends are totally cool and understanding of his reasons, though.
Oh, his parents died a long time ago. He should get on with his own life. I mean, it's not like the world is coming to an end or anything.
Yeah, Kit, you should get on with your own life. The world's not coming to an end. Get over your dead parents.
We're then introduced to the antagonists of the show. Rebecca, it's not really an intimidating name, but that's fine, and Maxwell Madison Jr., bit bare. Oh, and his cat, Baudelaire. They own the big evil corporation, Maxwell Inc. Maxwell seems to be a bit of a sociopath, which seems a bit mad to have in a kid's cartoon.
Ingest the airlines. Make sure my next butler is fireproof.
Just killed him. And now he's annoyed that it's happened. He's like physically annoyed that it's happened. If he keeps on acting like this, they're going to unionise.
The evil plan is to create Cyberville, a big city haven only for the rich and wealthy, but are not limited to sociopaths who carry cats around. So this dude shows up at Kit's and has a fight with Granny because he wants Kit, who turns 18 next month, to become the next Phantom, the last one having disappeared 16 years ago. He tries to drive the point home by using his best tools necessary, the Ring of the Phantom, the ultimate symbol of justice and the embodiment of what the Phantom represents, and a leaf. Some robots show up and start shooting the place up, and we can see that this guy is very skilled at throwing stuff, but also changing his boots really quickly. Holy Jesus, Granny! She actually got shot through the chest!
Shot through the heart, and you're too late.
Like I said, this show can get dark. It's fine though, they just grow a new heart in the lab and replace it. No, seriously.
Have they cloned your new heart yet?
Oh, you know doctors.
They want to keep it in the vat a few more days to make sure it's working.
Kit eventually wanders upon the ring and I was picking up the leaf. My mistake. The leaf was obviously the more important of the two.
Why is everyone so obsessed with leaves? After all this time, I finally found it. A leaf.
He takes it to the secret lair he finds, somehow, and decides to try and use the other clearly not as important thing that wasn't a leaf.
If this works, Aunt Eloise has got a lot of explaining to do.
Looks like Aunt Eloise has some explaining to do.
Maybe be a bit more sympathetic. She did just get
Shot through the heart!
Hi.
Who are you?
I am
exposition.
I am Kit Walker, Jr.
I know.
He explains the origins of the Phantoms, and at no point does this guy go, you know what? It's a bit weird, to be honest.
All crew and passengers perished, save one. A boy. Rescued by the Bandar tribe. Taught their secret ways.
I got nothing.
Within about 4 minutes of him being there, this complete stranger who has, I guess, just been hanging out in the cave, convinces this 17-year-old boy to put on purple spandex and...
I'm not responding to that.
Whoa, hey, a smart gun.
Ooh, a smart gun. Look at this guy with all the latest kit. Walker. What makes it a smart gun? Is it voice activated?
Aim. Lock. Fire.
Surely that's not as fast. Surely you'd still need a trigger in case it malfunctions or needs a troubleshoot. Troubleshoot. If there's no trigger and it's voice activated, just tape his face up. Done.
The suit also has a digital camouflage system that can project a holographic picture of your surroundings, making you appear almost invisible.
I don't care what the suit can do. It has nothing to do with me and my life.
2 minutes later, by crazy happenstance, Kit's friends get trapped, while a very well-placed camera films them. Eventually he realises he might as well just use his new spandex abilities and save his friend.
Jesus, you'd think you'd give me a warning next time. Take my eyes out.
I know there's such a thing as swinging into action, but there's a time and a place. His friends are grateful and don't even question why a complete stranger dressed head to toe in purple spandex knows her name.
Who are you?
Jenna.
And also why he's dressed head to toe in purple spandex. After almost breaking kayfabe, he reveals his name.
The Phantom. The Phantom. The Phantom. The Phantom.
The show is pretty to the point though, there's barely any dawdling. They usually set things up in one episode that pays off in the next, so that's pretty ahead of its time. You could say futuristic.
Wake up, Atropia!
As I said before, the animation is quite impressive for 1994, but sometimes the dubbing is just a little off. Doesn't always look quite as seamless.
One of the buyouts we sent after Garand got away last night. But it's damaged, I can't track it. And the police analyticals refuse to tell me where the buyout is.
Hey, you bits want to go play Battle World in Round Sector? Weren't any riots over there.
Nah, you guys go ahead.
Like and subscribe to the Penguin in the Broth channel, it's really good.
Another episode has it turning out that people who have been playing the video games have been brainwashed into rioting.
I knew it. Video games are the real problem here. They're the real enemy. Burn them all and end this madness now.
Luckily though, if you just like Kit and you like to dick around in the first level, you'll be fine.
Ah, that's why they said the thing about the first level thing, the thing.
There's an old jungle saying. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
That is not an old jungle saying.
This isn't the old jungle, Garand. And I'm not the old Phantom.
Sorry, could you repeat that? That literally made no sense. He's the one who brought up the jungle saying. He was just trying to say that it wasn't just a jungle saying, and he's like, we're not in the jungle anymore. Get over it. And I'm not the old Phantom. It's hardly fair. You're the one that brought up the old jungle.
Every episode consists of new plots to kill the Phantom and build the city of Cyberville. Blah, 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 blah. You've heard it all before. standard TV show.
In fact, I was thinking of naming him Heisenberg.
Though to its credit, the plot does actually move forward, and sometimes the bad guys actually kind of win. The Phantom eventually confronts Rebecca Madison in a dark alleyway. I'm still not convinced by the name. Could we have not picked anything else? There's a guy called Griff in this. That's cool, isn't it? It's like, you could have literally said anything. You could have called it Mephisto Jones. Look at this, though. It's weird. It's weird looking. She's moving. He's staying still, but he's still moving with her. Did no one pick that up? Did no one see? Could they not have seen that? Through the episodes, we're reminded that the Phantom doesn't kill, and although at times Kit is conflicted, this is the scene where we realise it's not right to shoot women in alleys, and that the Phantom stands for
Whoa! What's going on? You're about to kill that old lady, dude! What's happening? I thought the Phantom didn't kill. Did Zack Snyder get a hold of the script? What the?
Rebecca Madison was right, Goran. I couldn't shoot her.
Oh, you liar! You tried! You tried! We saw you!
Fire!
Stop trying to cover that stuff up, Kit. Your friends are right. You are a Neo. You f***ing Neo I hope you die, you You're just not right. Get your purple spandex and shove them up your dirty
So that's Phantom 2040, another relic of a bygone era. Or is because they all use future speak, it'd be bygone era, like era. Those were the days where we used to watch TV on a television with set programming. Don't know how to end videos.
Thank you for watching his video on the Phantom. If you liked it, then you should subscribe and nothing bad will happen to you at all. But if you don't, then I guess I can't make any promises. It's completely up to you, I suppose. Also like and comment. That would be nice too, but you know, that's fine. Whatever.